win today could mean that #1 seed into the Big Ten tournament. Today, both wrestlers, they're going to come out with a vengeance. Since Moore first met Pfarr, he's gained tons of experience, and he's going to be looking for revenge and redemption. Pfarr, the seasoned redshirt senior, wants that high seed, but he's also looking for a final win in front of friends and family on senior day on the home mat. Back to you, Matt.
Thank you, Allie. Yeah, this match, Danny, I think that a lot of people are looking forward to. Pfarr won 15-7 early in the season, but Kollin Moore, he's a redshirt freshman. He's gained a ton of experience throughout the year, and he's improving every week. It seems like.
Right, and I mean you can tell that as soon as the match started, Kollin shot off. It wasn't his best shot by any chance or by any call, but he wants to let Pfarr know that he is here to wrestle.
Absolutely.
He's had a lot of matches, since that first meeting too, and Ohio State's a Big Ten team, and they're gonna put together a tough schedule. So he's seen a lot of tough opponents throughout the way.
Yeah, I mean, you learn so much that freshman year. It's amazing how much week in, week out, you make those adjustments. You get constant feedback on are the things you're doing, is it working? What are you improving on every weekend? Pfarr with a real nice drag attempt there. Wasn't able to quite get the angle where he can get to the leg. This is a big night too for Brett Pfarr. I mean, senior day. It's a pretty special thing. You've been here. You've been in this program for so long, and Moore's in deep on a high crotch. Brett trying to sit the corner.
Tough situation for most wrestlers, but for Pfarr, he's always proven that. He can score from these. And,
absolutely. He's working on
just
almost
right
out.
there. He just kind of inches his way behind, and
yeah, he can scramble so well.
It's so frustrating for an opponent. When you get in that deep and you think you're about to score, and somebody just snakes it right from you.
Right, takes kind of your shot and uses it against you.
Pretty impressive, freshman campaign for Kollin Moore, though.
Right. Yeah, I mean, he's up to #4 in the country right now, and he's definitely earned it. He's beat a lot of good wrestlers, and even some of his losses outside of really the match with Pfarr in Vegas have been. He doesn't lose bad to anybody. He's close. He's in every match.
Now he's a very tough guy, and for a freshman at a bigger weight, it can tend to be tougher for them. But physically he's there, mentally he's proven to be there, so it's. And he'll have a bright career.
Right. This is a weight, too, that it's going to clear out a little bit after this year with both Pfarr and #1 ranked Jaden Cox will graduate.
Yeah, I'm sure that, for Moore, too, to have a guy like Travell and a guy like Snyder to roll around with on a daily basis, pretty good.
It's not bad workout partners.
And Pfarr has, been one of Egam's main guys from day one.
Right.
Not bad. Having Tony Nelson. I mean, both programs at the upper weights are ridiculous year in and year out.
Kollin Moore does a real good job there, getting his hips moving, doesn't sit underneath, up and out for one. Another drag attempt by Pfarr, just misses the leg.
Nice little high step there by Moore.
30 seconds in the period.
Senior day is always kind of a fun one too, just because it's it's usually the last home duel of the year, so season's winding down. You get to that point where it's like all we've got left is two really fun tournaments, a Big Ten tournament, NCAA tournament, and you just kind of get a little bit of extra bounce in your step.
Right. And it's obviously a time where you can recognize the seniors who, have went through the battle the last 5 years, sometimes 4, but most of the time, it's a 5-year campaign for them. And, it's tough. There's a lot of ups and downs throughout the way. So it's a good opportunity to congratulate those guys and recognize them for the time they've put in. And every freshman class has there's 10 to 15 kids that sign and come in with the class, and then there's, it tends to be 5 or 6 along the way that can stick it all the way out.
Again, Colin Moore does a good job of getting hips moving. Gave Brett a little bit of a scare there, putting him on his back, but I think Brett was pretty content to just give up the one. So 2-2 now. Riding time's just 45 seconds for Pfarr right now.
I think Pfarr's doing a little bit better job moving his feet from outside the stance, and Moore's just a little bit more flat-footed on it, which is allowing Pfarr to get in on those shots.
He's in deep, got the leg up. Moore's trying to stay with that whizzer. Now Moore's trying to turn this into a scoring opportunity for him. Brett's trying to get head high.
1 minute remaining in the period.
He's going to get the takedown on the edge of the mat there.
He's going to work for back points, too. He has that.
Yep, got that Turk. Riding time almost at a minute now for Pfarr.
Again, Brett's ranked second in the country, and Moore's ranked 4th. Going for some swipes.
Yeah, he's close.
30 seconds in the period.
You can't score. You can get a fall even outside the mat as long as one part of either wrestler is inside the circle.
Still
17 to go. Brett's he's doing a good job of knowing where he's at here on the mat.
Keeping that foot
keep that
on.
foot in, yep. And Moore's going to get one right at the end of the period. So, we talk about this on almost every duel. Score at the end of those periods is a real big thing.
Get it back, Brett.
So the second period's going to end. 4-3 lead for Pfarr will be his choice. He's got 1:37 of riding time. So if he can get out here in under 37 seconds, keep that riding time. Yeah, Brett's up and out. So 5-3 lead now. 1:31 on riding time. I don't think that's going to stay. I think we're going to see another takedown between one of these two. This time Moore does a good job of getting the angle
that
right away.
Yep. Right there.
Yep. Didn't kind of stay in front. He did a good job of getting an angle, running that corner. Pfarr's up and out, so it's 6-5 now.
Yeah, that was a nice leg shot by Moore, and then get the angle and throwing that leg in to secure that takedown.
You have to finish quick on a guy like Brett Pfarr because he's gonna, he doesn't look at that as a defensive, just try to stop you from scoring. When you're in on his leg, he's trying to score himself.
Yeah. It was a pretty good wake up call for Pfarr too because he was up and out right away.
There's a stall warning on Colin Moore just for the, you can't back straight off the mat there.
So Pfarr, a Minnesota guy, originally from Minnesota, and Moore, respectively, Ohio guy as well.
Yep. Thirty seconds to go. Brett doesn't have a stall warning yet. Moore's in deep on this leg. Riding time is assured now.
So, very good job by Pfarr to circle back in and not get hit.
Yep. If you were to just kind of allow him to be pushed out there, he'd give up that stall call. Moore's in on a leg, but Pfarr's going to
kind of just
sail,
clamp him down right there.
Going to this front head. He's going to hold on for the win. Add the riding time point. It's going to be a 7-5 win for Brett Pfarr on senior day here. Give the Gophers 3 team points. Make the team score 3-0 after one.
Great win for senior Pfarr and
a good match. That's kind of the match we were looking at as being one of the big ones today.
And what you saw from Moore is he he decreased the gap a little bit.
Absolutely, he closed it. I mean, he's improved a ton since early December, and
Great match by both guys.
right.